Although it's a tremendous lot of fun for us to present to you the shows that we do here locally and the performers that we have in our own chorus and the Sweet Adelines locally, it certainly is a great pleasure for us to reach farther than our own district and strive to bring to you quartets of international competition caliber. We certainly have that for you this evening in the quartet that we're going to feature on our show tonight. These fellows are from San Francisco, at least according to the title of their quartet, but I understand that only one's from San Francisco, two from San Jose, and one from Newark. I thought that was in New Jersey, but I understand there's a Newark around San Francisco somewhere. These fellows have 5 times represented the far western district in international competition. They have placed in the top 20 internationally. They're qualified once again this year to represent their district at the international competition this July in Salt Lake City. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure for me to bring to you, and let's bring a good Spokane welcome to the San Francisco Stone Door and Whale Oil Company.
Song in my heart for you, with a song in my heart I behold your adorable face, just a song at the start, but it soon is a hymn to your grace, when the music swells. I'm touching your hand. It tells that you're standing near. And my darling, at the sound of your voice, heaven opens its portals to me. Can I help but rejoice, rejoice, that a song such as ours came to be. And I always knew I would live life through with a song in my
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Pleasure for us to be here, Spokane. We've not been to Spokane before. Didn't recognize that it's so dry up here. So you'll have to pardon us if we do a little bit of throat clearing during the performance this evening. Are you having a good time so far? Good. We'll try not to detract from that. There are 2 favors that we would like to ask of you, though. Since we've come quite a distance to get here, we would really appreciate it if, one, if you like the show, and I'm sure that you are liking it, you will tell everybody so that next year you can fill up this beautiful auditorium. And secondly, if there's any of you fellows out there that like to sing, and the ladies know who they are because you're humming out there, please contact one of the local guys in a chapter because they'd like to have you up here singing with them. So if you'll do those 2 things, we'll continue to try and entertain you. Last Monday was St. Patrick's Day. How many Irish folks do we have out in the audience this evening? Both of you? All right. Good. Thank you. All right, we'd like to do 2 songs in celebration of that holiday. Actually, these 3 are not Irish, but I am, and they have to do kind of what I tell them. So we're going to do this for you, and we hope you enjoy both of these Irish tunes.
You can kiss the Blarney Stone, sing of Mother McCree. But there is something I love more. It means the world to me. Sure, it's the same old shillelagh me father brought from Ireland. And divil a man was prouder than he when walking with it in hand. He'd lead the band on Paddy's Day and twirl it round his mid. And divil a man would laugh at him or Dad would have a fit. Sure, it's the same old shillelagh me father could lick a dozen men. As fast as they get up, before he'd knock them down again. And many's the time he'd use it on me to make me understand. The same old shillelagh me father brought from Ireland. It was 50 years ago, me father left old Erin shore. 'Twas here in land, shillelagh in hand, and divil a penny more. He got a job, then got a wife, and then a family. And then he died, but left his old shillelagh stick to me. Sure it's the same old shillelagh me father brought from Ireland. And divil a man was prouder than he when walking with it in hand. He'd lead the band on Paddy's Day and twirl it round his mid. And divil a man would laugh at him or Dad would have a fit. With the same old shillelagh me father could lick a dozen men. As fast as they'd get up before he'd knock them down again. And many the time he'd use it on me to make me understand. The same old shillelagh me father brought from Ireland. I'll twirl that old shillelagh stick to meet the band. The same old shillelagh me father brought from Ireland. She is watching by the parlor's gallionet with the sea blue eyes. She is watching and longing and waiting where the long white Broadway lies. And the song stirs in the silence as the wind in the boughs above. She listens and starts and trembles. 'Tis the first little song of love. Roses are shining in the hush of the silvery dew. Roses are flowering in Picardy, but there's never a rose like you. And the roses will die with the summertime, and the rose me far apart. But the one rose that dies not in Picardy is the rose that I keep in my
I was born and raised in a town in northern Minnesota in a typical Scandinavian community. And ever since I was a little kid, I could always remember my father carried a pocket watch. And one day he discovered that the pocket watch wasn't working. So living next door to us was a retired jeweler. And my father figured that he could use the money, so he went over and pounded on Sven's door, and Sven came to the door and he explained to him that the watch wasn't working. Well, in a typical Scandinavian community, and especially in a Swedish household, before anything takes place, you have to sit down and have coffee in a full smorgasbord, as you can tell. So after all that was taken care of, Sven went out into the garage and got his tool kit and came back in the house and took my dad's pocket watch, took out one of his tools and pried off the back of the watch. And when he did that, the carcass of a dead cockroach fell out. And Sven looked at my father and said, "No wonder the watch don't function, the engineer is dead."
Memphis is back in.
No! We created a monster!
Thank you.
No!
Thank you. You must be all from northern Minnesota. Well, we'd like to take you from Minnesota all the way down to Tennessee, to the town of Memphis.
What a sun gathered round. While I tell you about a brand new blues, my honey, I've been down to Memphis town, where the people smile on you all the while. Hospitality, they all were good to me. I couldn't spend a dime. I had the greatest time. I went out to dancing with a Tennessee deer. A fella there named Andy had a band you should hear. Wah, wah, while the dancers swayed, the old musicians played real harmony. I never will forget the tune that Andy called the Memphis. Those old down Memphis blues. They had a fiddler man who played like nobody can. Oh, anyhow the dancers all swayed. And then the slide trombone answers when the others play. When the trumpet and the clarinet play, it moans just like a sinner on revival day. On revival day. Hear the clarinet wave. Oh, hear him wail up and down the scale. My heart feels gay to hear them play. 'Cause Memphis has got a rhythm and the rhyme. Let me hear me one more time. Let me hear the Memphis Blues. Oh, what a sound! Thank you.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Barbershop Harmony Society was founded in 1938, but it really didn't become super popular, at least as far as what we have here this evening, where there's tremendous amounts of people listening to barbershop quartets. Originally, we kind of did it for our own enjoyment. And then in about the mid-1950s, all of a sudden, barbershopping kind of took off. And we feel there are basically two reasons for that. One, a gentleman came along who was a very talented musician and had been playing in a band, and he also wrote music, and so he wrote a stage play, and he needed in this play a male quartet. So he went to the society and opted to choose our 1950 international champions, the Buffalo Bills, and put them into his play. The rest is history. The play, obviously, very famous. It's done in every community throughout this wonderful land of ours. And the unfortunate part of the story is that Meredith Wilson passed away in 1984. But as a tribute to this fine gentleman, we'd like to now do two songs from that most famous play, The Music Man.
Light a rose, I'm home again. Rose, get the sun back in my sky. Light a rose, I'm home again. Rose, about 1,000 kisses shy. Ding dong ding, I can hear the chapel bells chime. Ding dong ding, at the least suggestion I'll pop the question. Light a rose, I'm home again. Rose, without a sweetheart to my name. Light a rose, now everyone knows that I am hoping you're the same. So here is my love song, not fancy or fine. Light a rose, oh, won't you be mine? Be mine. There were bells on the hill, but I never heard them ringing. No, I never heard them at all. Till there was you. There were birds in the sky, but I never saw
It's so nice to see you having a good time. So I'm going to tell you something that'll put a damper on this whole evening. I want to tell you about my late friend, Benny. And what I remember most about Benny is his desire, all of his short 30-year life, to have a beard. Well, Benny had red hair, milk white skin. The best he could do is 3 scraggly little hairs off of his chin, and he'd trim it and sometimes wax it, but that was it. One night, Benny was thinking so intently about this beard that, poof, his fairy godmother appeared. That's not at all unusual in San Francisco.
You got in, you get out.
She says, Benny, you've led a good life. I'm going to grant your wish, but with this grant comes a warning that if you should ever shave it off, you'll die. You'll disappear in a flash of burning white light. You'll be nothing more than a pile of ashes on the floor. Your friends will come in. I said your friends.
Oh, that's not us.
Your friends will come in the next day and they'll scoop you up and put you in a little urn. He says, not to worry. I've waited 30 years for this. Lay it on me. So, poof, he gets this beard. Oh, it's almost too much. He goes in there and he trims it. It's glorious. Can't help but look in the mirror. Well, fate steps in again. Benny falls very much in love, and she hates the beard. She says, Benny, I'll marry you, but the beard has to go. Well, you see, he's 30 years old. He's read a lot of books. Love conquers all. He goes home. He takes out the Bic disposable, and he starts. And with the last stroke of the razor, Benny disappears in a flash of burning white light. Nothing more than a pile of ashes on the floor. We came in the next day and we I can't go on. We scooped him up and we put him in a little urn. It just proves the moral of the story. A Benny shaved is a Benny earned. In every great quartet, you have at least one voice that is a real standout. Our quartet doesn't have such a voice. But we're going to do a song that features our bass.
We'll get even with you.
It's an old barbershop classic sung by old barbershoppers.
Watch it.
Called Asleep in the Deep.
Ding dong, ding dong. Stormy the night and the waves roll high. Bravely the ship doth ride. Hark while the lighthouse bell's solemn cry rings o'er the sullen tide. There on the deck see two lovers stand, heart to heart beating and hand in hand. Though death be near, she knows no fear. While at her side is the one ever dear. Ding dong, ding dong, loudly the bell in the old tower rings, bidding us list to the warning it brings. Sailor, take care, sailor, take care. Danger is near thee, beware, beware. brave hearts are asleep in the deep, so beware, beware. Many brave hearts are asleep in the deep, so beware.
Thank you. I thought I was getting a little help there for a minute. Sometimes I can use it. The tenor had the chance to introduce my song, and he made a few comments, so now it's my turn. We're going to feature the tenor. He can't sing either. So we're going to feature him dancing. That's a feature about my wife, the dancer.
I met a girl who told me she's a dancer, a prettier girl I've never seen before. I went to the theater to see her. What a shock when I opened up the door. She was dancing the bump, bump, bumpity bump. The audience was going wild. She looked at me and threw me a kiss as I came stumbling down the aisle. With every bump, bump, bumpity bump, my heart started bumping too. Now every night you see me in a front row seat, and I'll be cheering with the rest of them and stomping my feet. I knew I met a gal who made my life complete. With her bump, bump, bumpity, 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 bump, I took her home to meet my pa. They said she was the girl for me. They wished us both a happy life. That's when I made this gal my wife. Now I get home each night about 5, she got that radio on. She starts moving all around the kitchen floor. The neighbors peeking in and screaming, more, more, more. Yeah, they ask if I sold tickets at my front door to watch you dance a bumpity one more time. She starts moving all around the kitchen floor. The neighbors peeking in and screaming, more, more, more. Yeah, they ask if I sold tickets at my front door to watch you dance, dance, dance the bumpity bump. Swing and sway night and day. I love that bumpity bump, 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 bumpity bump.
I'm the door prize tonight.
Yeah, and anybody that's won him, we'll trade you 2 records. We normally only trade for 1, but we appreciate very much the chapters asking us to come up and do the show, and we hope that you've had a good time this evening. We asked... We did. And there's more coming if if you're not tired yet. There's another thing called the afterglow that goes on for a while. Then there's a glimmer, and then the after glimmer, and then it's time for us the ash, and then it's time for us to board the plane home. Okay, but if you got nothing else to do, you can join in on all these things. They'll tell you where it is. We asked the first 14 people this evening that came through the doors their favorite song, and we wrote those down. And while we were waiting for us to come out here to see, we didn't have anything else to do, got tired of playing cards and all that stuff. So what we did, we took these 14 songs. Now, obviously 14 songs, too long. We can't stay here until 1, believe it or not. So we squished them all down into a medley of 14 songs. Now, that in itself was not too tough. The unfortunate part of the whole matter is these 14 people all gave us a song in a different key. So we changed some of that around too. Now we have 14 songs squozing down into this medley in 9 different keys. And we've been working on it backstage, and we wrote this little intro for it. And it's not too good yet, I don't have to tell you that. But we're going to do it anyway. And if one of these are you're one of the 14 people, you can stand up and take a bow if you wish. We'd like to applaud you because we like all of the 14 songs. And if the rest of you want to join in, that's up to you. We don't care. Okay, so we hope this comes out well. If you like the show, it's the San Francisco Storm Door and Whale Oil Company. If you don't like the show, blame it on some of them other guys who are out here before us, okay?
Whatever happened to the good old songs they sang when Dad was young? Whatever happened to the good old tunes? You seldom hear them sung. The years have gone and so has Dad, but I can hear them yet. Whatever happened to the melodies of once? I can't forget. Like nothing finer than to be in Carolina in the morning with Peg of my heart. I love you, we'll never part. I love you, dear little girl, sweet little girl, sweeter than the hair in all your winter smiling dear and Peg of my heart, your glances make my heart say, how's chances? Come be my own, come make your home in my heart, my heart. And put your arms around me, honey, hold me tight, huddle up and cuddle up with all your might, and be a paper doll that I can call my own, a doll that other fellows cannot steal. And then those flirty, flirty guys with their flirty, flirty eyes will have to flirt with dollies that are real. When I come home at night, she will be waiting. She'll be the truest doll in all the world. I'd rather have a paper doll to call my own than have a fickle-minded real life girl. Unless it's Mary, pretty Mary, plain as any name can be, but with propriety, society will say Marie, doodly-doo, doodly-doo, doodly-doodly, doodly-doo, 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 doodly-doodly, doodly-doo. Please play for me that sweet melody called doodly. rest is doodly-doo, doodly-doo. Simple as thing, there's nothing much to it. Don't have to sing, just doodly-doo it. I love it so, wherever I go, I doodly-doodly, doodly-doodly. Down in Jungle Town, a honeymoon is coming soon. You will hear a serenade to a pretty little monkey maid. And in Monkey Land, the chimpanzees sing in the trees. Oh, by gee, by gosh, by gum, by Jove. Oh, by jingo, won't you hear our love? We will build for you a hut. You will be our favorite nut. We'll have a lot of old by gollies, and we'll put them in the follies. By jingos and by gosh, by gee. And by Jiminy, please don't bother me. Then we'll all go away. Sing, oh, by gee, by gosh, by gum, by jump, by jingo, by gee. You're the only girl for me. To the good old songs they sang when Dad was young. It seems too bad as the years go by, you seldom hear them sung. They were gentle and charming with a simple a stroll through the park by the light of the moon. There were songs about Broadway and old Herald Square, the banks of the Wabash. How I long to be
the San Francisco Storm Door and Whale Oil Company. Fellows on the show with us tonight, and for your information, they will be out in the lobby after the show. They do have some records of their fine repertoire for sale, and they certainly would appreciate anyone stopping by to purchase a record from them.